So, today we're going to look at doing some simple animation in After Effects. Deviating from Premiere a little bit just because After Effects is better to do animation in Premiere. You can do a lot of what we're doing today in Premiere, but After Effects is sort of like the proper tool for the job, really. You can then export your videos from After Effects. It's not to say if you're in Premiere and you want to do a very simple bit of animation, certainly titles or bounce some videos around, play around a bit. Premiere is great for that, but I thought After Effects would be a good tool to get you sort of to use. Some of you might want to take it sort of further to the next level, certainly with a lot of your AV stuff. Okay, so we click New Composition. Compositions are the sort of projects in After Effects. Called compositions because they're composited. They're sort of made of elements composited onto a scene. It was originally developed as post-production effects software for titles and special effects, but now it's become more of a tool for pure animation as well. So let's give this a name. Abstract animation. You're going to be sort of bouncing shapes around and things like that. Preset, kind of up to you. I'd go for one of the HDs, either 1080p or 720. Quick and easy. I'm going to try and make sure the aspect ratio is 16:9 and choose square pixels if you can, just because it means it can be uniform across the board. Then there we've got duration. That doesn't mean it's 30 minutes, that's actually 30 seconds. So that would be 1 minute, 30 seconds. Well, that's no minutes, 30 seconds. Milliseconds, okay? Just remember that's milliseconds, not seconds. I can go for just a basic that for now. Okay. Here's our main window. We can see what's going on. And here's our timeline. So it's a bit similar to Premiere in that aspect. This is where we'll see sort of files if we create any or add any in. Up here is our toolbar, and this is our main tool we're going to want to keep remembering to use. So V is the shortcut for that, and the arrow tool that sort of picks things up, moves things around. I'm going to start off using the shape tool. So if you hold down that rectangle, you get an option of different shapes. Feel free to use. Let's use rectangle for now. And go over that sort of colour, it's fine. And stroke. If you've got pixels in your stroke and have an outline, it's no pixels, there'll be no outline. And you can choose both colour as well. So I'm going to create a shape, and you'll see this creates a shape layer. Now this layer here is effectively the whole size of your composition. Okay. But inside the shape there is a rectangle. So just be aware we're going to be using transform a lot, but the transform here is the transform for the whole shape. Okay. So imagine the whole layer being animated. We just want to animate the rectangle. We could have shapes within a single shape layer, or make separate layers for different shapes. So this is what we're going to be doing. But if you twizzle down your rectangle, you can see you can transform just the rectangle. That's what you want to be doing. All right. And here we've got all the options that can be transformed, that can be animated within a rectangle. Some of them. Now, the little circle with a knob on top is meant to be a stopwatch. Okay, if you click the stopwatch, you see over here you've got a little blue diamond, and that is a keyframe. Now, a keyframe is an important or main frame of animation. Tells the computer something's going to happen here, and it's going to animate into something else, or move to something else, or change in some way. I'm going to click the position, and we click the scale. So I've got a keyframe for scale, and maybe rotation, and why not opacity. Now if I move my playhead along, say for 2 seconds, I'm going to say at 2 seconds I want to have had my rectangle move across, maybe get bigger, and I don't know, disappear. If I go back over, remember, click the selection tool or press V, I get my arrow, and then I just click and drag, and automatically it's created a keyframe for me in my position. So what that's done is it's animated between that point and that point. Now I can move my keyframes around. I can swap them over if I wanted to, like this. I can copy and paste them. They're quite useful little things. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same with the scale. So at this point, I want to have made my rectangle a bit smaller, bigger. And if you're making changing the size of a rectangle, you don't want it to be all skewed. You want it to keep it rectangle shape. Press Shift. And that keeps it uniform. Okay. Now why don't we just twist it around? Okay. When you're twisting around here, that's sort of percentages, sort of degrees of degrees. That's one rotation. So if I keep going to 360, and there's 2 rotations, and so on and so on. Okay, so that'd be really fast little spin, I think. Crazy. Okay. And we've got opacity. Bring it down. Oh, actually, it'd be good if it came out of nothing into something. So I'll swap those around. If you hold down Shift, you get the keyframes to snap to the other keyframes around as well. And you can keep everything lined up. Okay, so that's my orange shape zooming in like that. Quite nice. Now I think, oh, I might make another layer. Another shape. Sorry about my coughing here. Go for a polygon. You start playing with the polygon tool. I want to create a new whole shape, I think. So I'm going to click out of the shape there. So if I just make new shapes within that layer, I'll just make a new shape within the shape layer. So I'm going to click out the shape layer, choose polygon, and I'm going to make a green colour, I think. Now, as I start creating the shape, polygon, it sorts its default's got 5 sides. Okay. If I press up or down on the arrow keys, it will decrease, triangle, or I can increase the size that it's got. Okay, so it's up and down on the cursor keys, up arrow keys. And get a triangle, I think. And it's also handy at this point to probably start naming your layers. So if you want to rename a layer, click on it, press Enter. It opens it up to be edited. Trust me, once you've got more than 3 layers, you probably will want to name them something more useful. You'll end up with a real pain. That's called policy. Right. That's everything, yeah. Play around with the blend modes as well at some point. But the same sort of thing I'm going to do. I'm going to give these a couple of keyframes. Just so if I start moving things around, I want it to automatically start animating. No surprises. V, give me my arrow. Do that, and make it rotate a little bit. It's control. Crazy. Alright. Nice. Wow. Too much. Okay. Maybe I'll do the same sort of thing with opacity there as well. So I'll start off actually that opacity should be 0. And then move to there. That should be 100%. Okay. Maybe start adding as many layers as you like. on top of this, you can start adding video, and of course you've got effects as well. I won't go over border effects, but you can play around the different what's quite nice is say color correction. So if you do channel mixer or any of the switch, I mean for some they do different things. Color balance, just drag that onto triangle. Okay. So I'm going to bring in some audio now. Excuse me. Sorry about this coffee. Bring in some 8-bit, no, 16-bit even audio just for the hell of it. That's what I like. Actually. You can just drag it straight into your file down here or up into your project folder. Doesn't really matter. By default, After Effects does seem to just make layers pop at the top, and whereas in Premiere you have a separate area for video, separate for audio, it's not the case here. But I'm going to drag it down to the bottom. So I find that easier to sort of deal with. You can twizzle this down to audio waveforms. Because when you're working in After Effects, as soon as you get a few more layers rolled in, when you're playing back like that, you end up not quite seeing it real time. It's always a little bit slower, it can kind of get out of sync. So having a waveform enabled is really handy, just be able to see what's going on. You can zoom right into each frame as well if you want to. Okay, so you can start cutting things to the beat, which could be quite handy. Let's just bring these keyframes. This is where the keyframes are really handy. We can just sort of move these right back to here. Do that on both the layers as well, actually. Swivel that layer up. Swivel that layer down. A little bit more motion to it. I can just start going and clicking around here. Now, got my audio here, and what we can do is okay, let's just keep it basic. So I've got my audio in there. What we can do with After Effects is create some more automated animation as well, some different elements. So you've already seen it for others. On YouTube, there's various placeholders for using often dance music, drum-based stuff, various EDM tracks. We'll often have a visualizer, looks a bit like waveforms, moving around, and the music, sort of fancy EQs basically. There are lots of plugins available that let you do this. A lot of them are paid for, available, you can see free ones. But just a little tip to get you a bit deeper into it. If you want to click your audio layer with a keyframe system, with the keyframes, it creates this layer which is kind of called a null layer. It doesn't actually do anything, it's kind of almost, it holds other elements of the audio. Let's twizzle that down. Twizzle that effect. What that's actually done is created keyframes out of where it thinks the audio works. So it means at all these different points, the keyframes will have different values depending on how loud or high the audio is, and it splits it into left hand or right hand, both hand. Twizzle this hand down and you see that they are diamond keyframes, which could be selected. I'm not going to do anything with that anymore. But what I am going to do is create another layer, a circle, and make that blue. Right there. And what I think I'll do is ellipse scale. Now I'm going to make the scale, so the size of it, relate to the amplitude of the volume of the audio. In order to do that, you should be able to see over here a little sort of twirly line. It's called a picklet. If you can't see that, try clicking Alt and then your elements of scale or rotation, whichever you want to affect. So click Alt and then that, and then you should see this picklet appear. Okay. I noticed different versions of different After Effects don't show this by default, and it looks so different. As long as you can see that twirly bit in relationship to the element you're changing, fine. Okay, now I'm going to drag that, click and drag on this little sort of line, and we drag it over to slider in both channels. So you could do left channels, right channels, and click there. And if I click down here, scroll down the scale, you see it's just created a thing called the expression scale. Now, what this is a bit of After Effects code. After Effects code is known as expressions. And you can find lots of different expressions online. If this is now you're going to, if you're interested in coding and doing things a bit more sort of on a sort of small and more mathematical scale, expressions are a fantastic route. So this is what this is done. If I start moving, you can see my circle bouncing in time to volume music. It's a bit small. What we can do is we can click into here, into the code, and after slider and that close bracket, so just before the semicolon, we press Shift and 8 on the Mac, or whatever it is in the Windows machine. It gives you a little asterisk with a star, which means multiply, and just 10, just see what that does. Okay, it's much better. Cool. And what I might do as well is do this to opacity just to see what that does. Bring it to 0 and pick that. Yeah, same sort of thing. It's popping up, but I wonder if I can increase that touch. Okay, let's just see what it's doing. Take that down. Cool, that seems to have done the job. You get the idea. So if you can sort of have a go on that, start sort of riffing a bit more. Now I'm going to show you more and the other tool, which is quite handy, is pen tool. So I'm just going to come out of these. Another handy thing, if you want to quickly close all your layers or open all your layers, if you press Command A, select all your layers, and press U, it either opens them up so you can see what's going on, or closes them up. So close them up. So either I can click out of here, make sure I'm creating a brand new layer of the shape. Pen tool, and for this one, I'm going to go straight into black, although beware, that doesn't just make it disappear, actually it's literally black. I'm going to bring that up to say 4 pixels, I think. Line grading. Now the pen tool, you draw your own shapes. Now it doesn't work as you'd expect a pen to work. You don't just click, you don't push down and you draw around. It works by creating what are called Bezier points, which are sort of nodes that let the computer know where shapes are starting and ending. So if you click once, it's a stop. Look again, it joins them up. And if you hold the pen down, or your cursor down, and start moving, you create a little curve. So click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. Out of here, you see I've created this shape now. I'm looking at my shape because it's got a black background. This one. Draw. The content shape. My fill. Fill. Make sure fill color is opacity is 0. There you go. And so you can change around the fills there. You can also just, if you want to change the colour of things, actually, rather than necessarily bring in effects, so you could just play with the colour there. So let's quickly do that for the circle, actually. So that's my circle, isn't it? Contents. And it's be careful not to go transform that to save the whole colour. I mean, you can get away with just animating the whole layer rather than just the shape, but I think it's probably better not to. Okay, so colour. So that's created a keyframe. I can go over here and start choosing a different colour. And what you can then do is you can always just copy and paste. Go back to the other colour there. So copy and paste with keyframes. The whole nonsense going on like that as well. Anyway, lobby. What I was going to show you here is you can start animating your Bezier curves quite nicely. So if I go up to my path, so the path is the outline of any of your shapes. I'm going to click stopwatch to give me my keyframe. What I can then do is, if you hover, we've still got the pencil selected. If you go in, I'll hover over any of these marks that you made, and notice you can move them around. And you can see these handles appear, so you can move those around as well. Change the shape. And when you're creating these keyframes, it's going to create a sort of very smooth animation between all the different actions you're doing. So you end up creating this sort of pasting keyframes to just sort of start looping things, same, just start just moving things around, changing the speed of stuff. Okay, it's quite a nice way to start working. Okay. You can also import videos and photos and effects and those, so it's very important just to import them. A video clip. Cool. Showing it there in the project file, and it's also creating a layer. And if we swizzle this down, we've only got one option here because it is a layer itself, but we can change again the different sort of basic motion effects to this. And you could add effects into start playing some distortion effects. That's what's doing this crazy. Ooh, I like that. I'm into that. Some time, some typing at some point. Cool. Alright, so let's play. So we got. You get the idea. Okay, so once you finish the project, this is finished. There's a few ways to go around this. Now, normally, until very recently, I would have just gone to export out to render queue. Okay, and you get options here. Choose the name of it, where it's going to go, and also the format of it. However, After Effects and Apple have changed this recently. So let's be able to choose a different video codec, which is 8.264, which is quite good for YouTube, and still HD, it's reasonably good quality, and it's quite a relevant file. They've got rid of this now, they're starting to not support that format, and Apple themselves starting to not support QuickTime anymore. You could just go for animation. What that will do is create a completely lossless file with absolutely brilliant quality, but a very, very big file. Okay, you don't want to start uploading gigs to places. If your final submission, I really don't want huge files. So let's cancel this. The other new way now to start. What I would do now to export your videos, go to Export and add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue. Okay, what that does is it opens up another piece of Adobe software called Media Encoder, and this still lets me export to H.264 either as an MP4 or a QuickTime movie or whatever I want it to be. So I'm just going to make this bring up. It's default, it's given me H.264, but yours probably isn't. So you'll see the name of the project here. You can always change the name of that. I would recommend you do that. And I recommend you change where it goes, because it just defaults it to Adobe Media Encoder project in some random place. I just don't want that. I want us to go somewhere sensible. Abstract. Well, video files MP4. No. So, ooh. That one. That's the one we got here. Now, you could choose any file format you want. 5.264. You can change the preset. Generally, match source. That's sort of matching it to where it's come from. So it's matching it to After Effects. Yep. Still on this. Sorry about this. Let's just drop it there. So, fine, we don't like quoting here. Right, that's exactly what we want. Now to get this working, again, got loads of other presets, audios, don't worry too much about that at the moment. And click start. That's good. Think about it, remember it now. Hit the lead. It's going to take a while, especially if you've got a lot going on. Done. Let's just check it's there. There we go. There's my video. There we go. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope my coughing wasn't too hideous and distracting. And I hope you've managed to follow that really well. It wasn't too long. Any questions, drop me an email. Thanks very much. Bye.